Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of our podcast series on What are AI Agents? I'm your host, Karan Gupta, and today we are diving into a question that's on a lot of people's mind. What exactly is an AI agent? And why should anyone, especially a CIO or a senior leader, care about it right now? Maybe you're already familiar with automation or chatbots, and you're thinking, we've all seen this before. What's new? Well, in this episode, I'm here to show you that AI agents are a whole different ballgame. They just don't respond to queries or follow a single script. They can plan, make decisions, and take actions across multiple systems, all in real time. Over the next 20 minutes, we'll explore why AI agents matter to your business. What are some of the real world use cases? What makes an agent truly agentic? That's very important. And how did we even get here? What is the history and the evolution over the past few years? So, whether you are a CIO deciding your next big tech investment, or a business leader looking to streamline operations, or just a tech enthusiast excited about new developments, stick around. By the end, you'll see exactly why AI agents are the next frontier of digital transformation. Let's jump right in. First off, why do these AI agents matter so much for your business? Number one reason is the efficiency and scale. Think about repetitive tasks that eat up your day: data entry, routine customer queries, scheduling, inventory checks. An AI agent can automate these tasks, not just by following a script, but making informed decisions about the data it encounters. So, if you are dealing with massive, repetitive workloads, an agent can scale instantly, meaning 24 by 7 availability, no burnouts, no overtime costs. Number two, new capabilities. Efficiency is only one part of the story. AI agents introduce brand new capabilities like real time decision making or cross department orchestration. For instance, imagine you're running a marketing campaign. The agent analyzes click through data in real time, updates your budget allocations, and triggers new ad creatives if performance dips below a certain thresholds. All without a single human stepping in to say, yes, go for it. That's agility at scale. Number three is the competitive advantage. This is perhaps the most critical point for a CIO or a senior business leader: competitive advantage. In a world where speed and innovation matters more than ever, having an AI agent that can pivot, optimize, and adapt your processes faster than a competitor's manual approach can be a game changer. Early adopters often see improvements in customer satisfaction, cost savings, and sometimes entirely new revenue streams. So, next time someone asks you, do we really need AI for this? The real question might be, can we afford not to embrace it and risk falling behind? Now, let's ground this in real world use cases. It's easy to talk about hypothetical gains, but the proof is in how businesses are actually using AI agents today. So, mind it, if you are not already exploring AI agents in your enterprises or in your small businesses or in your daily work, you are already behind because a lot of organizations have already taken a leap and are making strides. Let's talk about the first one, which is customer service. Imagine a call center co-pilot. As a service rep fields a call, the agent listens in, pulls up relevant customer data in real time, suggests possible solutions, and even triggers a follow-up email once the call ends. Some businesses report up to a 40% reduction in average handle time. In other cases, an AI customer agent takes first level inquiries, no human needed, resolving basic issues like password resets or refund processes at any hour of the day. Second type of use case is around marketing and sales. Think about campaign management. The AI agent monitors click through rates, social media comments, and brand sentiment. If the cost per click goes too high, it automatically reallocates budget to better performing channels. This kind of dynamic reoptimization can drastically increase the ROI. Content generation for social posts or landing pages can also be partially or fully automated. The agent tests variation of ads in real time, shutting off underperforming ones fast. Now let's look at the third one, which is around the support functions. So imagine document creation and contract review, which are huge time sinks. AI agents can parse legal clauses, high potential red flags, and even draft new sections based on predefined templates. When it comes to financial reporting, picture an agent pulling data from multiple accounting platforms, cross referencing invoices, and generating a consolidated report complete with charts and key insights for your weekly executive meeting. Let's look at one more, which is R&D and product development. So imagine drug discovery. Agent sifts through vast scientific data sets to identify promising leads for new compounds, drastically speeding up a process that once took years. Imagine clinical trial management. An agent can schedule patient visits, track dosage changes, and even flag anomalies that might require immediate attention, reducing errors and increasing trial success rates. Some very common use cases which we are seeing across the industry is in data and technology. So think about the software development lifecycle. AI agents can help generate boilerplate code, run automated tests, and even review pull requests, freeing up senior engineers for more creative tasks. And we are already seeing a lot of vertical agentic use cases and companies coming up in these spaces. So each of these scenarios shows how AI agents are far beyond the chatbots of 2010s. They are stepping into roles that require data integration, decision making, real time action, and continuous learning. Now, let us talk about what is an AI agent really. We've seen some impressive examples, but what's at the core of this technology? It's the agentic behavior. And this refers to the ability to sense, decide, act, and learn. So, unlike a simple chatbot that just follows scripted dialogues, a true agent can gain context from various sources, apply its reasoning, execute tasks, and then refine its approach based on the outcome. Now, you might think why this was not possible in the past and what has changed. With LLMs, the act of reasoning, the act of planning has become very inference driven, very subjective. And that is where the power of agentic behavior comes in. We are not talking about hard coding business rules, but talking about using LLMs to be able to make a dynamic plan, to be able to act on a dynamic plan and make decisions. So let's talk about the core functions. Number one is sensing. So, what the agent does is it ingests data from APIs, from databases, from various user interactions, anything that can inform its worldview. It's very much like a human being. We have eyes, we have ears, we can sense the world. And that is the first part of the equation, the information coming in. Now, let's talk about the second part, which is decision making and planning. This uses algorithms like GenAI or could be classical machine learning to interpret that data. And that helps set its course of action, considering the different constraints, the different priorities, and the end goal. And mind it, this is where LLMs shine. The ability for LLMs to do reasoning, to be able to come up with a series of steps based on goals, is the key to decision making and planning. Now, let's talk about the third piece, which is taking an action. This is a big leap from chatbot to an agent. It doesn't just passively gives you information, it does something with it. Maybe it updates a record in your CRM, it triggers a shipment, or it sends a personalized offer to a client. But these series of actions is what makes agentic behavior really powerful. Now, the fourth step is learning. It has to evaluate the outcome. Did we hit our goal? Was the user satisfied? The agent logs these data points, modifies its rules or model weights, and and then it becomes accurate over time. This is where an agent truly shines in a self-learning or supervised learning mode. Now, when you put all of these elements together, which is continuous sensing, smart decisions, real actions, and an ever improving feedback loop, that is when you have a real AI agent on your hands. It is important to understand the historical evolution. Let's take a step back for a moment and see how we got here. AI didn't just wake up one day ready to act on your behalf. It's been a journey. It all started with rule based systems. In the early days, we relied on expert systems with a series of if then statements. For instance, if the temperature exceeds 100 degrees, then trigger an alarm. They were powerful, but very narrow tasks, like diagnosing diseases in specialized fields, but they couldn't handle nuances or change very well. It was all about what humans hard coded. Let's move further from there. Let's talk about the classical ML models. This is the next era of supervised and unsupervised learning. Models like random forests, decision trees, and logistic regression became popular. Now, this approach let computers learn patterns from data rather than rely on manual rules. Useful for predicting tasks like forecasting demand or detecting fraud, but they still needed manual integration for real world tasks. They weren't agents in the sense of acting autonomously. Then we moved into large language models. Now, fast forward to the rise of GPT like models, which can understand context and generate human like text. This was a huge leap, especially natural language understanding. Suddenly, AI wasn't just analyzing data, it could read and write in ways that felt like human. That opened doors for more interactive conversational interfaces. That's when we enter into the world of agents. They build on the language and reasoning capabilities of LLMs, but add that extra layer, action. Instead of passively waiting for inputs and spitting out text, an agent can orchestrate tasks, integrate with business processes, and keep learning from every transaction that it completes. This historical perspective is crucial because it shows that agents are the culmination of decades of incremental progress. The real breakthrough now is combining advanced language understanding with the ability to execute tasks in real worlds securely, at scale, and with a very adaptive feedback loop. So now let's do a quick recap. AI agents matter because they bring genuine autonomy and scale to business operations, driving new capabilities and a competitive edge. They're already delivering value in areas like customer service, marketing, support functions, R&D, and even technology modernization. So we should all know that it's already there. We are at stage one. What truly sets them apart is their ability to sense, decide, act, and learn. A full life cycle that goes way beyond a chatbot's Q&A approach. And this is all part of a natural evolution from basic rule engines to data-driven ML to LLMs and finally culminating into powerful autonomous agents. In our next episode, we'll deep dive into different types of AI agents, from single goal to full blown orchestrators that can run entire processes. We'll explore how to decide which type of agent your organization needs and how do you even get started. So, if you're thinking, where do I begin? Or we have a pilot project, but how do we grow it? Stay tuned. We'll answer all of that and more in the second episode.